Coach, would you consider that in light of your non-conference schedule and beating lesser teams a statement win?
Definitely. That's why I was asked that numerous times, and I did not care. And the reason why, and the reason why is because I have a plan, and if we would have been getting crushed in the non-conference, we don't play like this. So it was about us in the non-conference. It wasn't about, we played some pretty good teams. We didn't play any ranked teams, and it was a part of the plan because we're going to play about 8 ranked teams in the next couple months. So we have confidence. We're on a 10-game winning streak. We're playing some good basketball. So that's where I wanted to be at. This is exactly where I wanted to be. And tonight it was going to show me, tonight showed me where we are at, what our weaknesses are, because we played a really good defensive team and we played really good defense. So it shows me that we're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the conference also. We have a chance to be. Now we just have to sustain that. But I thought despite getting killed on the offensive rebound 17-3 and still finding a way, and against the great defensive team that ASU has, to shoot 47% is pretty remarkable. So
when you say you found a way, what was that way? What did you guys find?
Well, we played our game. We do what we do. We didn't change anything. We didn't let their pressure bother us. I think it did a little bit at times. Like we had 15 turnovers. Our goal was 13 for the game. But we do what we do. We area attacked off on balls. And we did all this without 2 of our starters playing great. Lucia did not have her game tonight, and Kate. If they would have played better and we held them to the boards, it would be an even different game. So I'm proud of the way we won every passion play. We run every 50-50 ball. We had some some awesome defensive stops, and our defense was spectacular. So I'm proud of that. I mean, that's all their hard work.
You guys lost them 3 times last year. They never had a lead tonight.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I don't think about that because last year we didn't have a team. Last year we played, yeah. Yeah. Well, I knew we were going to have that because last year we had 6 players and we had walk-ons and we didn't have a team to compete. So, I'm not winning 2 Pac-12 games was pretty remarkable. I knew it was going to be different because every practice I was optimistic because we were inserting 3 starters that know how to win. So I knew it was going to be a totally different thing. Now, did I know how good our unit would be defensively? No. But the mentality came from our non-conference. Our confidence came from our non-conference. So winning our goal for sure in the Pac-12, you want to win 9 non-conference games, okay? Because you're going to get beat up for 17 in the conference. So for us to go 10-1, and we learned and got better since the LMU loss. This game, I felt like with the way that they shot around today, the way they've been practicing with extreme intensity the last couple of days, I knew we'd have a good chance to win. Now, managing the emotions and the foul trouble, that kind of scared me a little bit, but we're playing good basketball. We're playing as a team. We're a cohesive unit. We have a great culture. We're doing some good things, so I think we're going to surprise a lot of people.
The crowd, could you say a word about the crowd?
Yeah, so the crowd.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, the crowd was amazing to come here for our rival and support us. And I'm glad that it wasn't, in a perfect situation, you don't want to have a 20 to 27 and a half. Like, that's kind of sucks for our crowd. But the way that we were both playing defense and hustle and intensity, and it was kind of like a rugby match the first half, and the fans were behind us. It was so loud in there sometimes I couldn't call a play. But, I thought the crowd was incredible. And I think that they've put the hard work in. We need people to support us. We need the city to come out and support us. And it's happening. And it's what I expected. I didn't expect anything else. When I played here, we had 3,000 or 4,000 a game. So, this is what I expect. And when you win, you get more fans. The more we win, the more fans we'll get. That's just kind of the way it goes. But, yes, I'm very happy with that.
So, Coach, even with the 17 offensive boards they only had 2 second-chance points. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think they missed a lot of chippies inside. I think that we did really good wall-ups. And some of the calls I thought were a little tough. But this was probably a very tough game to officiate. It was very physical, where everybody's hand checking, and it's a tough game to officiate. But I think that we weathered that. At times we were in foul trouble. It limited Kate. It limited Destiny. It limited Dominique at times, but we still found a way to get it done. TT, great minutes off the bench. Sam then went to the 4 a little bit. So we still found a way. And so it's good, but you don't want to give up 17 offensive boards. That was one of our keys to the game that we did not. That was a goal that we didn't get. But, to hold ASU to 23% shooting, 17% from the three-point line, and 60 from the free throw line, and 4 for 23 from the threes. That's really good defense. So, 2 defensive teams battling.
Well, you just got in foul trouble right away. and then had to sit out basically the first quarter. How much do you think that kind of changed things?
For Kate Reese, you're saying? Or who are you saying? Oh, Ibis. Yeah, I think it changed, but we were in foul trouble too. So Kate Reese had to sit a lot. Dominique had to sit a lot. So I don't think that was a factor. I think that with or without, I don't think it changed the game. Because honestly, Sophia's pretty hard to guard too. I think Ibis is a good player, but I don't think I don't think her playing 10 more minutes in the game would have made a big difference. Because Kate didn't play a good game. Kate played 15. She normally plays over 30. And she's a double-double for us. So I don't really think that mattered.
She only had 2 shots in that 15. Did that contribute to just kind of that hesitancy where she couldn't get it?
Well, I think Kate's a freshman, and she hasn't played in this type of game in college. It's a lot more physical. It's more strategic. It's, you miss an on-ball defense one possession, you get crushed. You don't get under the screen on a switch, you get slipped on. So those things, the more experienced players have an advantage. So I think it's just hard. I think she'll be fine later because she got a taste of what it's about tonight. Some of the fouls were tough calls, but normally she gets more than 2 shots. I mean, she's almost a double-double for us, so she's important, and we need her to be able to play. But she is a freshman, and she's learning, and it takes time. That's why Dominique has experience. That's why we talk about the transfers coming back in. It's very valuable. They've played in big games. They know what it's like. Ari knows what the Pac-12 is like. TT's been on a tournament team. Dominique has played some good basketball. So, it's just a learning process for Samaje too. But they're important players.
How valuable is it to have a player like Ari when your offense isn't flowing that well, there's not that many assists going on, and she can kind of just go and take it?
I mean, she's very tough to guard. She's one of the best guards in the country. And I knew that she would be. That's why I recruited her at Washington. She's good. She's hard to guard. And a lot of times she would go through the first defense. The second line could not guard her because they were on their heels. And she still is unselfish. I mean, Ari had 20, she played 35 minutes and 24 points. And she looked for a lot of people. I think she could have scored 10, 15 more points. She deliberately drew defense and looked for shooters. And we just weren't able to convert on a lot of shots. But I think she's pretty hard to guard. But I think what teams are going to start doing, they're going to start zoning us, making us prove that we can shoot the 3. We were 1 for 8 tonight. And that's going to be an Achilles heel for us. They're going to play zone. They're going to really pack the paint. So when Ari drives, she's going to have 4 people. So we have to be confident to hit shots. That's going to be the adjustment that we have to do.
When you see Ari on offense, what's the most impressive part of her game?
She's dynamic. She's hard to guard. I don't know anybody in the country that can guard her off the dribble. She's fast, and she can also shoot the 3. She didn't shoot the 3 well tonight. She was 0 for 3, but she can shoot, and she can pull up. She's got to work a little bit on her mid-range game, but she can shoot the 3, and she can drive it, and she looks for shooters. So I think she's very hard to guard off on balls. I think if you hedge her, I think if you go under, it's a foot race to the paint. She beats you. I think you second and plug her, she attacks the big, draws people. I think you switch her, she goes against a mismatch. So I just think she's hard to guard, and that's what makes her special. That's something you can't teach. Her quickness is her quickness, just like you can't teach Samaje to be 6'6". She just is, and Ari's just quick and athletic. And she's learning how to read the game more. If she learns more and reads the defense a little more, she's going to be more hard to guard. And when she develops a mid-range game, she'll be even harder to guard. But she's just a good player, and she does some great things. She's our catalyst on offense and our catalyst on defense. So.
Anything else? What does a win like this do for your team moving forward in conference play?
It does a lot, but our team believed they can win. This was a very important game in my mind because it's really early. It's next week we go to the mountains. So this game gives us more confidence going into the mountains. We haven't faced that. Kate, Samaje, Bryce, even the transfers, they haven't played there. It's hard to play. The altitude, and you don't talk about a lot, but it is a factor. And so it's not easy. So this game gives us more confidence into those games because then we face Bay Area teams and then Oregon. So that's a tough couple weeks after that. So this is an important 3 games for us. But we don't look ahead that much. We take one game at a time. I mean, they didn't even know we were ranked in the country for our defense. We don't talk about that stuff. We just expect it. We believe it. We believe in each other. We believe in our team, and we just kind of do what we do. We always talk about, and they're doing it right now. They're confident. They're feeling good. So confidence and the mentality and how you feel mentally is it's a huge part of this game. So I think we're in a good place right now. Does that mean we're going to win the Pac-12? Not necessarily, but it means that we're going to surprise some people, and that's what we're going to do. No. Okay, thanks, guys.